Hello, Spencer.
How's it going?
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Man, I can't complain.
Dude, we just got done blasting Blind Dog, and as I was saying, man, that shit, every time I listen to that, it gives me fucking chills, man. What the fuck,
man? It's good to hear.
That is, man, y'all are fucking killing it, man. That's some good shit, dude.
And I appreciate that. Yeah, we're trying our best.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. From Muscle Shoals, too, man. Fuck yeah.
Yes, sir. Got to represent.
Well, you know,
trying to bring some life back into it.
Well, you know, I'm in Jackson, Tennessee, man. So you guys are literally like a fucking stone's throw away from us, man.
Yeah, right down the road.
Hell yeah. I'm always happy to support my fucking the other southern fucking metalheads around here, man. Cause
I love Tennessee so much.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you. I mean, I'm not even from here, actually. I was born in California, but I've lived all over the fucking place, man. Arizona mostly, but I've been, actually, no, I think I've lived here in Tennessee now at this point longer than anywhere else, but it's become my home, man.
Yeah, I love it. I love the music there, too.
So tell us, man, give us a brief history about your background and stuff. Like, tell us, like, how did Cold Clay Mountain come to be, man? Okay,
so long story. So me and Halen, the main songwriter, other than me, we've been touring the country with a band called Kill for a few years, and during COVID, we had some downtime and came up with this idea that we wanted to write some rock music or something different. You know, everybody gets to a point in their life when they play the same thing where they want to do something new a little bit. And so we moved in together, sat down, and we probably wrote 3 different albums. And we had just heard everything we wrote, we had heard it before, and we just weren't satisfied with it. And when we finally wrote Blind Dog, we were like, this is what we've been looking for. You know, we wrote the EP, found some members, teamed up with Dark Match Records out of Atlanta. Shout out Jeff. Awesome to work with, man. We got some awesome members. We have 7 members, so it's a big group of people.
Wow.
And here we are, including one of them is my wife. So shout out Kim, my wife.
Yeah, I noticed that in some of your pictures you had a whole bunch of people, but then in the video there was only just a few of you. So I was wondering about that.
Yeah, so we kind of grew as we were writing this. It started with me and Halen, the other writer, and it just grew into this big entity. You know, once you find a group of people that you really like, being around, or that you fuck with chemistry wise, you know, you keep them around. So a lot of our members are in my other band, Rail Splitter and Kill. So shout out Rail Splitter and Kill. That they, you know, that we all share members and stuff. So got a good group of people working with us.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So how did you guys come up with the name Cold Clay Mountain?
Man, I couldn't even tell you. We were just shooting stuff back and forth, me and Halen, and I think we just kind of, it was one of those moments, you know, like cliche moments where we both looked at each other and we're like, that's it.
No shit.
It represented everything we wanted.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, there seems to be there's quite a bit of hype about this fucking record too. Like, I didn't even know about you guys till, I don't know, about a month ago. I think it was one of your videos was on Facebook, and it was just in my feed, and I was like, man, what the hell is this, man? Because I know a bunch of people down in Muscle Shoals. One of the videographers that fucking worked at our festival last year, she's from down there. Holly.
Lily Holly?
Yeah, Lily Holly.
Yeah. Shout out Lily Holly.
You know her.
Oh, yeah, she's great. All the Hollies are great.
Hell yeah. I was wondering, like, I was thinking Facebook's probably targeting me because we're friends, and, you know, just how that works, you know, so they were putting that in my feed, and I watched it, and I was like, damn, this is really good, man. This is really damn good.
Yeah, her dad actually plays with Little Richard, so it's awesome, man. She got a lot.
Yeah,
you know, music's in her blood.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I talked to her for a long time at the festival last year about that, as a matter of fact, and I was just like, holy shit, I was blown away. I was like, God damn, man. There's all kinds of fucking shit, man. But, yeah, it's a small world, right?
Yes, it is, especially Alabama.
Hell yeah, man. Well, we got to stick together down here, man, because, I mean, you know, it definitely seems like there's a booming, there's a growing scene down here, man. There's something brewing in the water or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of wild because, you know, I've been in the metal scene for a while, and I'm now, I guess you'd call this metal rock, and it's been beautiful to see over the last couple of years. You know, our area almost doesn't want to support it, but there's so many kids coming out of shows and so many people that are passionate about it that it doesn't matter if we have shows in a shed or a venue. We're packing those things out and just having great turnouts and new faces every time. And it's just something beautiful, man. It's almost like it's unstoppable.
Man. You know what? I bet you are, dude. And I can only imagine, I can only picture it in my mind, because when I'm listening to it, that's what I get from it. I feel like when I'm listening to it, I can picture in my mind a bunch of us people just somewhere watching it live, singing along to every fucking word, because it's so catchy. It's so easy to sing along to it. You can't help it. You know, like every time I listen to it myself, I'm always singing pieces of it, you know, just because you can't help it, man. You just... And you
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's something really hard to accomplish as a songwriter, as a band. You know, like to, you know, 'cause there's so many people out there that are making great music, and so many people can play, and that's all good, you know, and everything. But to make something that's actually, I don't know how to word it, but like this is radio friendly music, but at the same time it's still pretty damn heavy, and it's got some pretty dark sides to it too.
Yeah, so we really wanted to press boundaries with this music, and you know, it's nothing like, I don't want to act like we created something super unique, but we did work very hard to try to create something that we would want to listen to and that we had not heard before. So by blending these Delta blues, hill country blues roots with, like, you know, bands we grew up on, like Nickelback and all that good stuff, we found this sound and we were like, I would listen to that, because it has the energy of heavy music that we love, but it's also like can be played on the radio and stuff. So it's been a blessing so far, man. I'm excited that everybody's loved it, and it's crazy to see how many metal fans like us. I really didn't expect to get it accepted as much as we did by them.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, you know, I listen to all kinds of different stuff, man. Everything from black metal to death metal to fucking you name it. But I also like old stuff too, like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and shit like that. But this what you guys are doing kind of reminds me a little bit of Corrosion of Conformity mixed with some other stuff. You know, it's just, but it's got like you said, man, it's got the Delta blues vibes in it, man. And I mean, it sounds like it's from the river, man. That's what it sounds like.
No, hey, man, it is from the river. We tried. Yeah, man, we got everything from the cigar box guitars that I build myself, and I think that adds a different element to our music too. And it was kind of crazy. We were kind of nervous about doing that because, you know, I've never seen cigar box guitars used in like metal or rock, heavy rock. So
yeah,
you know, I grew up on shout out Richard Johnson. I grew up on hill country blues out of Mississippi, and that's the first time I ever went on stage was with him. And so it was really cool to see both of my passions, like the blues and the metal, kind of come to life, man, in a unique way. And it's been a blessing.
Yeah, that cigar box fucking bass you're playing is fucking badass, man. You made that shit yourself?
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I make them all, yeah.
Dude, that's insane, man.
Love it.
That shit, it sounds good, too.
Appreciate it, yeah, man. I do all the slide parts. We have actually 4 guitars. We got Leonard Skinner.
No
yeah, we got 4 guitars, but I do like the slide parts on the cigar box guitar just to add it a little different.
Yeah, the man
taste.
Those slide parts really, they do that. That sounds good, man. Sounds good, man. So tell us about your influences and stuff. Like growing up, what kind of What kind of bands got you into playing rock and metal?
Oh my gosh, where do I start? I mean, I want to say like there was a local scene, Floodgates, band called Floodgates and Shoemaker Runs. Back in the day, I mean, like the local scene, and I remember just coming. I was wet behind the ears and didn't know shit about metal. I went to a show and I instantly fell in love, man. It was just a place where I was accepted for once, and so I just kind of got addicted to it, and I was like, "This is what I want to do."
Yeah.
And I don't remember anything else from you. I'm just passionate about it, man. It lit a fire on me. I've listened to everything from Jackson 5 to bluegrass and metal and rap. So I'm never consistently listening to the same style of music. So I couldn't really put, any certain bands down. But I mean, like, influences, have to be Richard Johnson, R.L. Burnside, Nickelback, as funny as it is, whether you love them or hate them, man. We grew up on them. All that good stuff.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, you mentioned Jackson 5, dude. And I got to tell you, man, I'm old, dude. I was born in 78, man. I remember Michael Jackson. That was like one of my first fucking musical fucking heroes, like when I was a little kid, man. Like,
same.
The Beat It and fuck. That was the first time I heard Eddie Van Halen, as a matter of fact, man. And then Thriller, all that shit, man. Fuck yeah, dude.
It's crazy, man, because still, there's nothing that gets me more hyped than Jackson 5 or AC/DC to this day, Back in Black album. I don't care how heavy it is. It makes me want to fucking mosh. I don't know why.
Yeah. AC/DC is fucking, oh, man. AC/DC is one of our favorites. I mean, for me, especially, like, I mean, anytime I'm partying with my friends, AC/DC's always going to end up on the fucking on the stereo.
Oh yeah, you got to drink with that. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Johnson is probably one of the reasons why I'm a vocalist. So.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So tell us, like, what kind of stuff you guys have planned for the future, man? What's next for you guys?
We're actually currently in the studio, not right now, but over the course of the next couple months, we'll be finishing out our full length. We are going to try to be doing some tours by the end of this year. We're kind of waiting everything out to make sure we got our ducks in a row because, like I said, we've toured in the past and stuff, and we've made a lot of bad decisions, so we're trying to do everything right this time. Make sure we got all of our equipment and all that stuff and give these people, like, the best show we can give them. So we'll be definitely trying to hit the road by the end of the year and excited about that.
Hell yeah, man. Have you guys submitted for the Tennessee Metal Devastation Music Fest yet?
Not yet, but I know what I'm doing after this.
Man, you definitely should, man. Fucking hell yeah, dude.
Been watching videos about that. It looks awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah. Good. It's a good family time, man. Fucking, I can't tell you, last year, the kids that came out, it was just insane, and that's one of the main things that we tried to do, is keep it family friendly somewhat to a certain degree, so that parents, because I got kids too, and I know there's a lot of metalheads out there that got kids, and we try to make it to where they can bring their kids too and have a good time.
Absolutely.
Because man, there's so many shows that I miss out on because it's in bars, and you can't bring your little kids to that shit, man, because they won't.
Yeah, a lot of. We started booking shows in the Shed. Shout out Bobby Ashman, our guitarist. He owns the venue in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, called the Shed. And we started, it's a literal shed. We started having shows out of, and it's been so cool to see that scene grow. Packing 250 people out in a shed. And the reason we don't really go towards venues is because, man, these kids need somewhere to go and check out music and have a good environment to go see bands. We drink and stuff, but it's like it's almost like a general consensus that you lead these kids in the right direction, man. And so we try to have all 8 shows whenever we can, just because with all my bands, because I remember how much that shit meant to me as a kid and how much it saved my life. So I'm always on that.
Yeah, man, I love seeing the pictures and stuff whenever we look back on some of that stuff and seeing all the kids out there and just having a good time and putting face paint on and stuff, you know, just getting into it.
Yeah.
Man. It's like, oh, man, this is, you know, that's the next generation, too, right there, you know.
Exactly, man. I was that kid once.
Yeah. We all were, man. I mean, you know.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, man. So for you guys, for this EP that you just released today, which is available everywhere, man, these songs, what can you tell us about some of the themes behind the songs, like the lyrics and stuff? What are you guys talking about?
So yeah, they're actually, I will talk about a sinner like me. They're all kind of like a general theme, and it's about looking for salvation in a place where you feel alone. And you feel like the only things that are saving you are your vices, whether that be drugs, alcohol, anything like that. So a lot of it's like about that. But like Angel on My Shoulder is kind of like a story about a guy that's, you know, made some bad choices, tries to go to a priest and tell him his sins, and then the priest is going to call the cops, so he murders the preacher. So we have some dark themes, you know. That's what I was saying. Me and Halen, we really try to press those boundaries of stuff that, you know, we want people to like us, but, you know, at the same time, we want to create some unique ass art that's dark and stuff that we would listen to. So definitely lyrical content, a lot of devil, a lot of alcohol, a lot of sin, a lot of that good. It's blues, man. You can't have.
Yeah. Man, that's what drew me in. Ultimately, man, when I was watching Blind Dog and I looked at the lyrics, I was like, holy shit, man. That shit is touching my fucking soul right there, man.
Yeah, man. We tried, with our lyrics, we really tried to not necessarily put a ring on it, but harness the emotion we were going through. And, man, to be honest with you, when we wrote that album, me and Halen were both going through a lot of stuff and battling a lot of things. And we actually recorded it in like a little 2-bedroom apartment and had to go to a Foodland parking lot next door and record all the stuff in the car because we couldn't sing or anything in our apartment. So we would be up until like 5 a.m. just in Foodland parking lot, you know, and trying not to get kicked out of the parking lot, recording in our car every night.
That is bad fucking ass, man. That is badass. I definitely, yeah, you know what? I totally identify with that right there, what you're saying, too, about recording it in your car. I've done that a long time ago with one of my solo projects that I did years ago, man. I was living at a place where I couldn't record there because, you know, can't be loud. So that's what I did. I had one of them things that you plug into the fucking cigarette lighter. It turns it into a converts your power.
Converter. Yeah,
and I took one of them mixing little 8-track mixers and went out to a cemetery one night and just parked out there in the middle of the night. Just sat out there and just started recording shit, screaming my ass off. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, you know.
Exactly, man. And to be honest with you, I don't think, you know, I guess my only hope is that we can come up with something as unique and passionate as we. I feel like sometimes when you're put in uncomfortable positions, great things happen. And, you know, if I'm too comfortable, I feel like I wouldn't be able to write as good a music almost, you know, when it's too easy. I think that's part of the journey of music and what makes me so passionate about it is overcoming those obstacles in life and harnessing that pain and emotion and putting it into music. So, I wouldn't change it if I could.
Well, I can definitely tell that you're passionate about what you're saying and what you're playing on these songs, man, because it definitely comes through. And
appreciate that, man.
It sounds real, man. You know, it sounds like somebody just spilling their fucking heart out, and that's cool, man.
That's what it is, man.
Well, I got to ask you, you know, for all the gearheads out there that are wondering, man, what kind of stuff are you guys using in the studio to get these sounds, man?
Okay, so shout out Kevin Media, Kevin Langley, man, he is a god. You know, we have like I said, it was just me and Halen when we first started and we recorded this EP. We had a very, very low budget. Obviously, we're in a little apartment in Foodland and stuff, but when we actually took it to the studio, We actually, the gearheads are gonna be pissed, but but we used the cigar box guitars, and we also used an LTD with an Evertune, and it was really awesome to be able to just keep it clean, and I think that's part of the reason we got that driving sound.
Yeah.
We were able to really hammer on it, So, and we use a primarily almost a death metal tone almost, on the tones, but it's all DI, and we run the cigar box guitars and the LTD. But as far as live, it's a whole different story.
Well, it sounds amazing. I mean, there ain't nothing to be ashamed or anything like that, man. Fucking from what I've seen and heard about those Evertunes, they're pretty badass, man.
Oh yeah, man. It's actually Kevin Langley's, and man, we fell in love with it. We actually, all of our guitars use different guitars. We all run, for the gearheads, we all run Headrush PRMs and Pig Hog cables and Mesa Boogie 4x12s. We got a lot of cabs, man. A lot of people on our stage. We're like the redneck Slipknot.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if it's not my wife hit me with the headstock of the bass guitar, it's going to be our lead guitarist with the arrow, the LTD ESP arrow. It's pointy as hell.
So you like to feel that air moving on the stage, is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, man. It makes me feel alive.
It does, man. You know what? There ain't nothing like it. I mean, I'll play through plugins all the time and play through. I got modelers and stuff like that, and all kinds of digital effects and shit like that. But I mean, the amp itself, man. When you got a stack of speakers blaring at you, full blast or even half blast, man. I mean, it's enough when you feel it rattling your bones.
Like you said, if you don't see the U-Hauls the next day, you ain't doing it right.
Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you got to do. Well, fuck yeah, man. Well, I don't know, man. Let me ask you, what's one of the, looking back on your career so far, what's one of the craziest things that you can think of that you've seen at a live show or something like that sticks out in your mind? What's one of your craziest memories?
Craziest memories? Oh, my God. A lot of them I don't think are illegal to talk about. I toured with a really heavy metal band for about 5 years. I remember this one guy. I mean, he was calling a guy to steal our stuff outside the van, and I just remember it was the weirdest thing we've ever dealt with, because this guy was literally on the phone, talking to someone about how he was going to steal our stuff when we were standing right in front of him. He didn't realize we were the band. So we kind of let it happen. This ended up becoming a big altercation. Other than that, I think other than that story, I would probably have to say in Kill, our bassist, Gator Gus, who is now with Body Box. If you've ever heard of that band, they're on tour right now. They're sick. They're on tour with Go Ahead and Die. He actually passed out in an X formation in the middle of the hotel lobby, and we had to carry him on one of those hotel luggage carts. we had to pick him up and put him on a luggage cart and carry him all the way to the hotel room.
Holy shit. Well, wait a second. Tell us about this altercation, man. What happened, man? These guys trying to steal shit?
Oh, yeah, he's trying to steal our shit. We handled it.
How'd you bust him, man? What'd you do?
Oh, man, we actually, I shit you not, we got into an altercation, ended up getting physical, and then I swear to God, his mom, someone called his mom. I remember somebody calling his mom to come get him. So I don't know what that was about, but his man was like 40.
So that's like some Roadhouse shit, man.
Yeah, man, it was a movie for sure. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think I know the words to explain how weird that situation was, but it was all emotions in one.
It's one of the moments where you wish somebody had a smartphone out, fucking videotape.
Yeah.
It'd be all over TikTok, man.
Mm-hmm. Probably best that it's not.
Well, that's cool. I mean, at least they didn't steal your shit, though. I mean, fuck.
No, yeah.
That shit's expensive, man. Fuck, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, hell.
I grew up so broke. If somebody stole my shit, I'd probably just quit.
I know it, man.
Yeah, us in the South, we got to work.
I mean, that
10 times harder to get any guitar or anything.
Yeah, I mean, some of that shit is not cheap, man. Fucking,
no, man.
You know, everything, pedals, fucking cables, fucking, you name it, man. It's all in there.
Yeah, I'd say that's one of the hardest things coming from an area from where we're from. You know, just there's no. I mean, unless you slave away, there's no really good jobs, man. So a lot of to do, even go out on the road is a really hard thing, starting out for any band. So that's why it's so cool to see the local scene thriving the way it is right now, and giving these kids and new bands a home to get a head start, man, because it's hard out there.
Oh, it is hard. I mean, I know, for a lot of bands, man, I mean, and it don't stop, like every which way you go, man. You got record labels wanting to take this amount of money. You got management companies trying to hit you up. Booking agents want to take their cut. Fucking venues want to take all the damn merch cut. They don't want you to have.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
fuck a merch cut.
Come on, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. We've had many people try to get merch cuts from us, and it don't happen.
I can't tell you how many bands we've talked to that sometimes they'll want to play the festival, but then we'll talk to the booking agent, and they're wanting like 15 fucking 20 grand or some shit, and the band don't even know nothing about that, man. They're like,
nope,
we don't get paid that, like, fuck. It's like, we'd be happy with a couple $100, I'm like, what the fuck? It's weird, man. Yeah, man. It's
a hard world to be in, because especially with the metal and rock crowd, it's even harder to make money to survive off this. So even doing the bare minimal is really hard. So I have respect for anybody that's trying to do it, man. It takes a lot of guts and a lot of passion, and you have to lay everything out on the line to even try.
Well, I'm telling you what, man, as soon as these songs hit the radio, y'all are going to fucking blow up, man. I already know it, dude. I
appreciate it, man.
It's got to happen, man. There ain't no way it can't, man.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I'd just be happy to be playing my music to people and them enjoying it, man. That's what we're here for.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm about out of questions for you, brother. Is there anything else you want to let the people know?
No, I just want to say how much we appreciate, the love from your show and from all of our fans, our new fans, that we've just been bonding with over this release, man. We're excited for a new full length. It's coming out, no date yet, but we're working on it right now. Just know we got more where that's coming from.
Hell yeah. Well, we will look forward to hearing more from you guys for sure, man. Before I let you go, can I get you to make us a station tag real quick?
Absolutely. Let's see. I gotta clear my throat. This is Spencer from Cold Clay Mountain, and you're listening to Metal and Devastation.
Fuck yeah, man! Hell yeah, dude! I didn't even have to prompt you for that shit, man. You already know, man. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, man. I really appreciate it, dude.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blast some more Cold Clay Mountain so these motherfuckers can go crazy, all right?
Let's go.
All right, man, let's do it. We'll talk to you later, brother.
See ya.
Cheers. There you have it, folks. Cold Clay Mountain live on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation motherfucking radio, man. Like I said earlier, put your speakers in your fucking windows, put them in your front lawns, put them in your neighbor's driveway. Do whatever the fuck you got to do. Make everybody around you say, what the fuck is going on? And crank this fucking shit up loud as a fuck.